Welcome back, coin enthusiasts and history lovers. In today's video, we'll take a deep look at the United States half dollar from 1972, specifically one struck at the Denver Mint with a D mint mark and found in dirty condition. While not the shiniest coin in the world, this piece still has a fascinating story to tell. The 1972 half dollar belongs to the Kennedy half dollar series, which was first introduced in 1964, right after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The coin was meant as both a tribute and a symbol of national unity during a difficult time in American history. On the obverse of the coin, designed by Gilroy Roberts, you'll see the iconic left-facing bust of John F. Kennedy. Surrounding the portrait is the word Liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust" is placed prominently, with the year 1972 struck at the bottom. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, features the presidential seal. The bald eagle holds arrows in one claw and an olive branch in the other, symbolizing both military strength and a desire for peace. Around the eagle are 50 stars, representing the 50 states, with the inscriptions United States of America and half dollar. The coin we're discussing today is marked with a D mint mark, placed just below Kennedy's neck on the obverse. This indicates it was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the major facilities producing U.S. coins for circulation. Unlike earlier half dollars struck in 90% or 40% silver, the 1972 issue was made of copper-nickel clad composition, a copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel. While durable, this composition often shows dirt, stains, and corrosion more clearly than silver coins. When we say dirty condition, we're referring to a coin that has been in circulation for decades and accumulated grime, oils, and environmental residue. These coins often appear darkened, with dull or even spotted surfaces. On a dirty 1972 D half dollar, Kennedy's portrait may look worn and shadowed by grime, especially in the hairline and facial features. The recessed areas of the lettering often trap dirt, making the words appear faint or uneven. The reverse can be just as affected. The eagle's wings and the fine details of the feathers may be obscured by a layer of dirt. The stars circling the eagle sometimes become blurred or hidden completely in coins that have been heavily circulated. Edges of dirty coins often take on a brown or greenish tint due to oxidation and environmental contact. In some cases, the copper core beneath the clad layers peeks through, giving the coin reddish or patchy tones. Collectors often face the tough decision of whether to clean such coins. However, the general rule in numismatics is to never clean coins, as cleaning can cause scratches, alter the surface, and reduce collector appeal. From a value perspective, a dirty 1972 D half dollar usually remains worth its face value, just 50 cents. Even though the condition is poor, it still serves as an interesting collectible for history buffs and beginners. That being said, if the coin has a mint error, such as a double die strike, off-center strike, or a missing clad layer, then even in dirty condition it could have significant collector value. Errors are always exceptions in the world of coins. What makes the 1972 D half dollar interesting is not just its design, but its journey. Every scratch, every stain, and every patch of dirt reflects decades of use in commerce, telling a story of money in motion. Think about it. This coin may have passed through casinos, vending machines, restaurants, or been carried in the pockets of countless Americans for over 50 years. Its dirty condition is a physical record of those travels. Collectors often use circulated and dirty coins like this as educational tools. They're great for beginners learning to recognize mint marks, dates, and designs without worrying about damaging a high-value piece. For the 1972 D specifically, spotting the D mint mark on a dirty coin can be a fun challenge, as dirt often hides it. Looking just below Kennedy's neck is the key. Sometimes you'll need a magnifying glass to see it clearly. Although not valuable in a financial sense, dirty coins can hold sentimental value. For many collectors, finding a half dollar from the early 1970s brings back memories of childhood or of times when half dollars circulated more widely than they do today. There's even a niche for lowball collecting, where hobbyists purposely seek out the most heavily worn, dirty, or damaged coins. To these collectors, a 1972 D half dollar in rough shape is not worthless. It's a prized example of circulation history. If you find a 1972 D half dollar in dirty condition, the best advice is to store it safely in a holder if you want to preserve it. It may not make you rich, but it's a genuine piece of American history that's worth keeping. Remember, not all value is measured in dollars. Sometimes the value lies in the story, the history, and the connection to the people who once used that coin. The dirt on its surface is just part of its character. So that's the story of the 1972 D. Kennedy half-dollar in dirty condition. It may not be rare or shiny, but it's a coin that has survived half a century of circulation and still speaks to us today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Do you keep dirty coins as part of your collection, or do you only prefer clean, high-grade examples?